Hello there, my name is Jordan and this is your Need to Know. Have you been searching for an adventure across the Central Valley? With so much wide open space here in California, one might think that there's nothing left to discover. But over the past few months, not only did I learn a little bit about some of my history, but I also discovered a place in my own backyard. Founded in 1908 by Colonel Allensworth, this California town was the first to be financed and governed by African Americans. This town became a symbol of hope for what life could be. When the town was founded, it was evident that water would be an issue for the townsfolk, as this was once the site of the Tulare Lake bed. Today, you can take a trip to Allensworth to find out why.
So the white is the alkali in the soil. This is an old lake bed. This is the Tulare Lake. So in its heyday, it was about 400,000 acres. So what you're seeing is the remnants of that lake. And so it's the alkali in the soil.
When you visit Allensworth, you are able to experience historically accurate costume pieces and representations and reconstructions of the building, including getting to know some of the townspeople that lived here, as well as the colonel's house himself. In fact, the schoolhouse you see is the most original representation and historically accurate building in the park.
Water was definitely the problem, and part of it was getting it up out of the ground. There's no surface water, there's no real close rivers. So pulling the water up out of the ground that used to be this lake was part of the difficulty. And yes, because it has the alkali in it, it's not the best tasting water out there. The time when it was founded, it was right here on the railroad tracks, so a lot of the agricultural shipping was happening right here in Allensworth. Now, we're 2 hours from just about anywhere. What makes it special is that it's the history of the families that lived here, who came here to be part of the dream of Allensworth, of the discrimination, being able to own homes and live without the discrimination that was being forced upon people at the turn of the 20th century. So it's special to learn more about your history and have more people involved in it, because if you know where you've come from, you know how to get where you're going.
Oh, Lord, do remember me when beyond the blue. Way beyond. Way beyond the blue.
Colonel Allensworth State Park holds various special events throughout the year to educate and share the rich history of the town to the community and beyond. These events not only teach you a little bit about history, but can give insight to what the town might have been like all those years ago.
next event will be the Juneteenth event. It'll be held on June 14th, which is the second Saturday of the month. There will be festivities here, merchandise vendors, food vendors, and of course entertainment at the stage. So it'll be a great celebration celebrating the end of slavery as it was marked in Galveston in 1863. If you're thinking about visiting, do. State parks are a wonderful thing. But here, any time of year, whether it's the hot of the summer or cold of winter, when we're having a big celebration, a lot of people, or when it's a very quiet day, you get the sense of feeling of belonging that these families had while living here. They were communities within communities, the school, or being in the church, or just being together as part of the families that lived here to work in these harsh environments that the Central Valley has. But it all comes back to me as a sense of belonging, a sense of freedom to own the property, and a sense of just being free to be here, a part of what the families here were trying to create for their family.
But we know that they stayed married for a long time, and they had 2 children.